And thank you for staying with us. Not Just Talk, Black Women Matter is an event aiming to inform, educate, and support individuals with tools to navigate the complexities of Black womanhood. Joining us now and sharing with us a little bit more is Maryam Mohammed, organizer at Not Just Talk, Black Women Matter. Also Tanya Fields, founder of the Black Feminist Project, and Jodi-Ann Powell, who's also a volunteer engagement associate. And thank you, ladies, for coming and joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Good. So a little bit about your organization.
Sure. Well, Tanya Fields is the founder, if you want to talk about the Black Feminist Project.
So the organization is the Black Feminist Project, formerly known as the Black Project. I'm Tanya Fields. I'm the founder and executive director. We convene Not Just Talk every 2 years biennially, and this year we decided to switch it up and reformat it. In the past, it's generally been sort of these TED-style talks. I call them Tanya Talks. I said if Ted had a sassy Black cousin, then it would be a Tanya Talk. And so this year we decided not to have sort of the traditional sort of 8 to 10 sort of lectures and talks around innovations and ideas, but instead have a convening where we invited Black women, femmes, and girls into the space to talk to them, particularly in this political climate, around what's on their mind, what's really impacting them, and the ways in which they would like to see not just the community, but the country change.
And you do a little organizing yourself?
Yeah. So I have a background in organizing, and I reached out to Tanya after learning about all the work she was doing with Black women in the Bronx and throughout New York City about how we can, again, find ways to collectively come together and talk about issues impacting our demographic. So this event was kind of born out of conversations we were having about, the complexities Black women and Black mothers specifically face when they're trying to navigate the public benefit system. So women who are trying to secure SNAP benefits, housing benefits to take care of themselves and their families, how we can find ways to power build, address issues that arise when they're, trying to go through the system that can be particularly violent. And really find ways we can bring change to that system, hold systems and individuals accountable to ensure that changes have a positive benefit on Black women.
And Jodi-Ann, share a little bit about your work as a volunteer engagement.
So, including Not Just Talk, there are a myriad of things that we do throughout the year, and we are always wanting volunteers, encouraging folks to volunteer. We do a lot of things locally in the community. We have an urban farm, and so we encourage people to come out, learn about growing food, have the kids come out, say hi to the hens. So we're always looking for volunteers because we have just a lot of programming that happens throughout the year. So volunteers are our way to connect and get into the community.
And when we talk about these issues, right, because there's issues that are always impacting Black women, but for people who may not be so familiar, how would you define some of the more prevalent issues that are impacting Black women today?
So we actually put together a survey where we, really freely asked women, again, what are the issues that are impacting you? And some of the things that arise were, issues pertaining to housing access, again, public benefits access, healthcare, immigration.
Specifically around like reproductive justice and access.
Okay.
When we talk about healthcare.
Yeah. People also talked about employment and education access. So, these are things that impact a number of people, but particularly Black women, because again, we are the ones growing communities, we're the ones having families, taking care of children, taking care of other people's children. So there's a larger burden on Black women when it comes to these issues. And again, we need to find ways to, grow services, ensure that they have access to things that allow them to, take care of the families and communities that we've always been doing historically, and ensure that, again, these systems that are supposed to protect us are actually doing so.
And I think it's really important that we name that the reason that Black women are feeling these things disproportionately I don't think there's an argument from anyone that women, regardless to ethnicity, race, or economic status, face any myriad of these things that we named. But when you talk specifically about Black women, then what you're getting at is the intersection of gender and race, right? And if we're not having a conversation around how poverty is gendered, then you're not having a real conversation about poverty. If you're not having a conversation around how poverty and economic opportunity is absolutely is through a racial lens, and you're not really trying to have a real conversation. So when those two things intersect, what you see is the disparities for Black women and Black femmes and teen girls get a lot larger. And so they are impacted the most disproportionately. Like if you look at maternal health outcomes and rates, Black women, regardless to their socioeconomic status, are affected exponentially higher rates than their white counterparts. So that means that poor Black women and affluent Black women are seeing negative outcomes in regards to giving birth in this country.
So the day is September 14th,
Yes.
Bronx Library Center.
Yes.
So people got to gather together and talk to us a little bit about what they can expect.
So we're going to have an awesome keynote. Black woman, a organizer, a Black mother, come in and speaks about her experience. We'll have a panel discussions with community-based organizations come in to kind of discuss these issues around public benefits and the Black women navigating the system. We'll have community-based organizations come in, provide tabling services, giving out information and for individuals who want to access their services. We'll have a healing session. We'll have food and childcare for individuals who need childcare. And it's just going to be a really great day.
There'll be music,
Yeah,
and it'll be great. I know it sounds very heavy, but it's a kind of short, sweet,
Right.
to the point day, and it really is about centering the voices of Black women. It's about having them be heard. It's going to be, the Bronx Library Center is beautiful. We have some really amazing sponsors like Planned Parenthood of NYC, in Our Own Voice, which is a national Black reproductive justice organization. momsrising.org. Like I said, there'll be childcare on site. South Bronx Job Corps is sponsoring the food. So we not only we send in the voice, but we're gonna make sure Black women and children come in and just feel wrapped in the love of the Black Feminist Project. And for anyone who wants to volunteer and get involved, then
you can email us at info@theblackfeministproject.org. We're always looking for volunteers, so please give us an email and we'll get right back to you guys.
And you also said that there's more than just this particular
Exactly.
project.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So we want to make sure that you come on and
we've
take
got an
part.
urban farm on Simpson Street with 36 chickens. They lay about 100 eggs a week.
Yeah.
So if you want to come over, do a little sweat equity and get you some real, like I'm talking super local, like these are Bronx chicks. these are Bronx birds. They get it in.
She said Bronx chicks. All right. Get your eggs on. All right. Thank y'all so much for coming.
Thank you so much.
I hope you
having
have a
us.
great time on September 14th.
Thank you.
Thank
All right, listen. Not Just Talk Black Women Matter is taking place on Saturday, September 14th. It is going from 2 to 6 p.m. at the Bronx Library Center, located at 310 East Kingsbridge Road. Now, in order to register for the event, you can visit Eventbrite at Not Just Talk Black Women Matter or email Maryam Mohammed at 89@gmail.com. Also, a quick reminder that September is also Alzheimer's Awareness Month, and the Alzheimer's Caregiver Link program is hosting the annual walk, Ending Alzheimer's One Step at a Time, taking place at Orchard Beach Thursday, September the 12th, 2019. Check-in begins check-in begins at 9 near Section 8, and if you want to register online, you've got the information at One Step at a Time 2019. Now, for more information, call 646-727-5715. Once again, that number is 646-727-5715. Well, come to the end of the show today. I want to thank all of our guests for joining us. Most of all, I want to thank you, the viewer, for tuning in. Now, if you missed any part of today's cable show, or I should say today's show, you can catch the Recablecast 5 and 10 p.m., Optimum's Channel 67, Verizon Fios Channel 33, or watch us anytime on the web at bronxnet.org. I want to give a special shout out to all those who are watching on MNN simultaneously live, including my sister Ann. I want to wrap it up for us here on the set of God, always give the fam a shout out, man. They're just the most faithful, So I want to give us a special shout out to all those who are watching. But listen, I'm Daren Jaime. I'm glad to be back. Been gone for about a month and some change. Recovering, but I'm back, and I'm glad that I can be here. I want you to make sure that you're here, keeping this channel wide open. So take care. God bless. Reno will be back with you on Friday with a brand new episode. But until then, take care. God bless. We'll talk to you soon.